Imagine a quiet boardroom in New York. Glass walls, marble floors, and a dozen powerful people seated around a polished mahogany table. These are not politicians nor movie stars. They're the true architects of global wealth. The billionaire hedge fund managers who pull the strings behind market moves. They don't invest like the average millionaire. They don't just buy Apple or Tesla and call it a day. These elites move billions with a whisper, shift markets with strategy, and play by rules most people don't even know exist. This video isn't just about money. It's about how real power operates in silence, with precision, and with secrets hidden from the public eye. Let's start with what makes hedge funds the perfect tool for the ultra-wealthy. Unlike mutual funds or ETFs, hedge funds aren't bound by the same regulatory constraints. They're free to short stocks, use leverage, trade derivatives, enter private equity deals, and even invest in cryptocurrency or fine art. This freedom is a double-edged sword, risky for regular investors, but a goldmine for billionaires who can afford elite analysts, real-time AI tools, and legal teams to protect every move. In 2025, hedge funds have evolved. They're no longer just about stock picking. AI now plays a dominant role. Firms like Renaissance Technologies, Citadel, and D.E. Shaw run models that crunch millions of data points per second. Geopolitical news, economic data, weather patterns, even satellite images of retail parking lots to make microsecond decisions worth millions. These models aren't just smart. They're evolving every minute. It's like having a chess grandmaster playing 10,000 games at once and winning. But behind this automation is strategy and secrecy. Billionaires don't want the world to know how they invest. They set up offshore feeder funds in the Cayman Islands or British Virgin Islands, shield ownership through layered shell companies, and legally avoid taxes through loopholes written by their own advisors. These tactics aren't illegal. They're strategic. While a retail investor pays 20 to 30% in capital gains, the ultra-rich structure their portfolios to pay effectively close to zero. Take Carl Icahn, Ray Dalio, or Ken Griffin. These aren't just hedge fund managers. They're empires. Griffin's Citadel made over $16 billion in 2022, the highest any hedge fund has ever earned in a single year. But that's not the full story. Through market-making firm Citadel Securities, Griffin benefits from order flow across Wall Street, collecting tiny fees on trillions of trades. It's a game of scale. Make a penny a million times and you're a millionaire. Do it a billion times and you're a kingmaker. Now let's talk about alternative assets, a secret weapon of the rich. Hedge funds don't just invest in stocks and bonds. They allocate to luxury real estate, think trophy assets in London, Manhattan, Monaco. Not for rental income, but for appreciation, prestige, and as inflation hedges. Art and collectibles. Funds now hold Picasso, Basquiat, and Warhol. These aren't paintings. They're balance sheet armor, private equity and venture capital. Early stakes in future unicorns where 10x to 100x returns aren't just possible, they're engineered. Infrastructure. Billionaires are buying airports, toll roads, and energy grids, not just for returns, but for control. And the hedge funds make it seamless. They bundle access into exclusive vehicles only available to clients with $5 million or more to spare. They offer exposure to 20+ alternative assets while protecting downside risk through hedging strategies. Then there's the tax optimization playbook. This is where hedge funds shine brightest for the ultra-wealthy. Through offshore entities, trusts, and the carried interest loophole, gains can be recharacterized as long-term capital gains or deferred for decades. Billionaires borrow against their portfolios instead of selling assets. So while their wealth grows, they pay minimal tax and live on low-interest debt. This strategy, called buy, borrow, die, is perfectly legal and completely out of reach for most people. Let's bring this to 2025. With rising interest rates, global uncertainty, and AI disruption, the wealthy are adapting. Hedge funds are shifting to long-short strategies on tech versus energy, AI-based quant strategies, global macro positions on geopolitical risk, e.g., China-Taiwan, US elections, currency arbitrage using blockchain analytics, tokenized private equity platforms. They're also going ultra-private. Deals no longer go through banks. Billionaires co-invest directly with hedge funds into mega projects, sustainable infrastructure, space tech, deep-sea mining. These aren't just investments, they're bets on controlling the future. And now a new layer has entered the game: autonomous hedge funds powered entirely by AI. These are not science fiction, they're operational. Some billionaires have begun allocating capital to funds that require zero human intervention. From sentiment analysis on 10,000 news feeds to decentralized execution on blockchain, these autonomous funds make, test, and deploy trading models in real time. They even update themselves with reinforcement learning. The goal? Eliminate human bias, maximize edge, and scale beyond what a human team could manage. Meanwhile, another weapon is emerging: AI-powered offshore structuring. Custom GPT-like agents now assist billionaire family offices in building multi-jurisdictional legal setups. Need a Cayman feeder, a Luxembourg CEF, and a Singapore trust? AI agents do the paperwork, structure the flows, and even monitor regulatory changes to recommend adjustments. It's wealth engineering on autopilot. And while media focuses on meme stocks and influencers, real capital is being deployed in shadows. Hedge funds are the gatekeepers to this hidden world. They don't advertise, they invite. So what's the takeaway for you? Understanding how the rich invest is step one to thinking like them. You don't need billions to learn. You need insight. This channel exists to give you that edge, because the difference between the top 1% and everyone else isn't just income, it's information. Stay with us for more videos as we continue to pull back the curtain on how money really works.